Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Psalm 31, it becomes very clear that the psalmist here is in a very distressing situation. However, he comes to trust in the Lord. It says in verse 14, starting in verse 14, "But as for me, I trust in you, O Yahweh. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hand." What a wonderful statement to make in a time of hardship, to say, my times are in your hand. And that's something that we need to remember as well. Whether we're in the times of prosperity, of doing really well, the sunshiny days, or we're in dismay and in darkness and in tragedy and difficulty. No matter what situation we're in, and no matter what our times might be, our times are in the hands of God. And that ought to show us that God is ultimately in control. And when we can entrust our times in his hand, then we can realize that, God is working out his perfect plan. And we can trust that he is going to work out what is best. And this is a very strong statement of faith, to be able to say, Lord, my life is not mine. My times are not in my hands. I'm not in control, but you are ultimately in control. And it's to you I must entrust my life. And when we can come to that point, it can help us through the hardships of life. It can help us in the hardships of life to help us to see that there is hope in the despairing times. And it can also help us in the good times to realize that, we are in the good times simply because God has willed it so. And we can thank him and have a heart of gratitude in those good times to know, Lord, that we are not in control. These good times are not because we have figured life out, but because you have graciously imparted this good time to us. And so whether we're in a good time or in a hard time, realizing that our times are in the hands of God helps us. It helps us to walk by faith. It helps us to trust in him and not in ourselves or in our circumstances. And that helps us to live a life in which we are more grounded and more able to deal with all the different circumstances we might have to deal with. So hopefully our readings today will help us to realize that, especially if we are dealing with a hard time today, or we find ourselves in the good times today. Let's just remember our times are in the hands of God. And again, hopefully our reading will help us to realize that and to really bring that to the forefront of our minds. So that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.